Hi everybody, Harvey here from the Growth Properties Group. Today I'm going to share a video with you giving you 8 useful tips on getting your property revalued. So if your model is buy, refurbish, revalue, which a lot of models are that, it's very important getting the right valuation. The difference between a good valuation and a poor valuation can be the difference of growth. And to be fair, no matter how much money you've got and how well you're getting valued, you're going to leave some money in some deals. So the more you can get out, the more important it is for your growth going forward if you're a full-time property investor, or even if you're part-time, unless you've got a stream of money coming from another source that you can just throw into them, which is very rare in property investing, but it might be the case that you don't have to worry about the revalues. But in general, the buy, refurbish, remortgage model is the best model to be able to grow your portfolio. It's what I've used to grow my portfolio. It's what most successful large portfolio owners have done to grow theirs. So the tip number one is get an independent valuations done, so get a RIC surveyor to come out, go and find some independent RIC surveyors in your area, build a relationship with them, find one that's realistic. You don't want to overvalue it, you just want them to value it fair and realistic on the comparables, or if there's no comparables, look and do a logical comparable within the quarter of a mile instead of playing it safe and just dragging it down off of your purchase price sale. Number two is go and get independent agents, get agents to come and value it, so as if they was going to resell it for you. Most of them will do it for free, but even if it's a small cost, it's a cost worth paying. Get the agent to come out and say, look, this property in this condition, we believe it's going to be worth this much, would market it for this much, expect to achieve a price of this much. It helps gather your data. Number three is get them both to come out straight after the refurb is finished. Sometimes you'll do a refurb really nice, you'll go to refinance it 6 months later or 2 years later at the end of your fixed term, and the tenants have made a mess of the property, so it don't look as nice anymore, so it influences the valuer's opinion on when he's valuing it. So get the valuations done and plenty of evidence of what it looked like done straight after it. Number four, gather loads of research. So go on Zoopla, Rightmove, Net House Prices, gather all the local prices and try and do your research on this. Number five is you index as a influence on it. Sometimes if you're getting advanced, some lenders just go for an index valuation. So I've done a video with this, but I've done another video with this, you can look out for it on my YouTube, but you can influence your index valuations by going onto Zoopla, adding the work that you've done to the property so it knows that you've uplifted the price, because these algorithms just know the purchase prices. They don't know if anything's been spent on it or the property's been uplifted unless you can plug that in. Also, you can go on there if you've not done as much work and take the photos off, and so it's not so much evidence of when the surveyors are going out and looking and thinking, oh, well, there's not much been done here. So number six is a schedule of work. So do a schedule of work, try and make that schedule of work as long as possible. The more work you've done to it, the more they feel that it's worth more money. Like, gone are the days that you could just buy a house off of a motivated seller because it was cheap in great condition and then to get it revalued. The surveyors coming out and saying, why is it worth more? Quite sometimes it's just worth more because you're in the right position to buy off somebody quick. But they don't take that. So the better schedule of works you present with that, and the more schedule of works, the more likelihood you've got of getting that value pushed up. Number seven is some good before and after photos. I touched on that a minute ago, but as I said, make sure these before and after photos are nice, comparables of if you've done quite a bit of work. If you've not, maybe don't do before and after photos. If you've not done anything, maybe do the method I just talked about and make sure you get the photos from before off of Zoopla. I've had valuers come out and said, I've looked at photos in the street, blah blah, or I bought 3 on the street once in the same street, and they used one of the other ones I bought as a comparable because it had the whole photos on there. But I was like, I bought that house and we've done work to that house, so that house is no longer that same sort of thing, so it's not really a comparable, but they wouldn't take that into account. Number 8 is present it well. So try and put it in a nice presentation. I've also done another video on this, so you could see how I present it. I do it with letter, on sort of a template with my company logo on there, schedule of works. I put it into a nice folder. You can also put it on a USB, but put it all on there, all your schedule of works, your before and after, your valuations, get everything, all the information all into a nice little folder, or at least print it out, or put on a USB so they can plug that straight into their computer, copy and paste the information with all your comparables and everything. So do these little tips and it will give you a much stronger chance. Getting properties revalued, there's no science behind it, unfortunately. There is a little bit of science, but some of it is a bit luck. You'll get one valuer come out one day and value it that, another valuer come and value something completely different. I had one last year that a valuer valued at 60k, valued it 2 months later because I come to the end of the fixed term with a different valuer, and he valued it at 75. That's a massive jump and margin in percentage. Like, I know it's only sort of 15k in figure wise, but in percentage, it's a real big difference, you know. So doing these tips does give you a stronger chance. Don't make it foolproof still. You still sometimes get a valuer that just really is cautious and values things down, but you put in the odds strongly in your favour. Hope you found that useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and a share it to anybody else that you think may find it useful.